I wonder if we could illustrate this again with eating and food, because a lot of our listeners have made resolutions to cut out junk food, sugar, carbs, perhaps, to eat healthier in 2018.
Yeah.
So, can you walk us through how the tendencies speaks to that?
Well, first of all, I want to make the point, because a lot of people are confused about this, is that if you want to lose weight, not just eat more healthfully, but you actually want to lose weight, you do not lose weight through exercise. That is not an effective way to lose weight. So if you are trying to lose weight, you really want to go on the eating side of it. That the research is overwhelming. So, but then, yeah, but even, there's a lot of reason why people want to eat more healthfully. So upholders, it's really about getting clarity. What is it that you're expecting of yourself? So don't just say, I'm going to eat healthier. It's like, what does that look like? That could be, I'm going to quit sugar. I'm going to give up carbs. I'm going to bring a lunch from home every day. I'm going to cook 5 nights a week instead of ordering fast food, whatever it would be. Be very clear with what your expectations are for yourself. For questioners, it's like, really get clear. Why are you eating the way you are? I eat very low carb. So I'm like one of these low carb, high fat people. I really believe in that. And my father's a questioner, and like I told him about it, and he read a bunch of books, and he's constantly reading research about it. And he's just like, oh, it's so clear. This is the best, most efficient,
Yeah.
healthiest way to eat. He so deeply believes in this is the way that then his actions follow. So whatever you're going to do, like if, as a questioner, you want to really give yourself assurances. This is the best way. I talked to a woman who wanted to work with a nutritionist, and she interviewed 10 nutritionists and had an Excel spreadsheet that rated them all on a scale of 1 to 10 across 8 dimensions. I'm like, okay,
Wow.
that is questioner. But then she really trusted the authority of the person that she ultimately worked with. And so she felt like I can really follow this person's advice, because I've really assured myself that this is the most efficient, the most well thought through, the best research, the most customized way for me to eat. Obliger is all about the outer accountability. So it's like, make a deal with a friend. Remind yourself that if you eat healthier, the other people in your life are going to eat healthier. You might commit to others. Like my sister's a type 1 diabetic, and she works in Hollywood, so she's constantly changing workplaces. And the first thing she does when she walks in is she says to people, I'm a type 1 diabetic. I'm not eating any of the food that's in the kitchen. I'm bringing my own snacks. You will see me do this, because she wants to have the feeling like, or people saying like, oh, Liz, I thought you said you were a type 1 diabetic, but I just saw you eat 3 donuts. Like she wants that feeling that people are watching. She invokes that. Now, some people might not like that feeling, but she likes that. Or you might make a deal with somebody. I heard of one obliger who was like, if I eat dessert, my husband eats 2 desserts.
Ooh.
He was like, that works for me. But she's like, I don't want my husband eating 2 desserts every night, because it's not healthy for him. So she might have done it. She might have eaten dessert herself, even though that was her good habit, but she's not going to impose it on her husband. So there's a lot of different ways you can do that. And then for rebels, again, it's choice, it's freedom. So a lot of times they don't like being addicted or chained. So sometimes messages to themselves, things like, you know what, these big food companies, they think they can addict me to their sugar and their processed chemicals with their fancy marketing and their low prices and their crinkly packages. But I'm free. I'm not addicted to sugar. I'm not chained to junk food. Like, I like healthy, organic food. I like going to the farmer's market. I like experimenting with new flavors and international cuisine. Like, I'm going to make my own thing. I'm not going to eat what they tell me to eat. But then also there's other ways of tying it to freedom. I heard of a rebel who said, I really wanted to lose weight, but every time I tried to tell myself that I couldn't eat something, I would rebel against it. Very common for rebels. And she said, but then I realized that part of my rebel identity is I love adventure. I love to travel, but I wasn't traveling very much because I feel really uncomfortable in airplanes because of my weight. And I realized if I ate differently, I would feel more comfortable in airplanes. And that's the way that I'm going to live up to my rebel identity of freedom and adventure, because then I'll feel more free to fly. And I was like, well, that's really smart, because she's not doing it because she's supposed to, or because the doctor tells her to, or because society expects it. She's like, no, I want to feel good on an airplane because I'm going to Rome or I'm going to Thailand, and it's like, okay, that is what caught her imagination. That's how she can do what she wants for her own reasons.
Yeah, I love it.